Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today. And live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several European cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation and make it even more memorable by offering comfortable and spacious cabins where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
All right, places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens. Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning. Happy hump day. Steve Migs, we've learned this morning that I'm closer to becoming a soccer mom now than I ever have been.
Oh, we're going right into it, baby.
Not because my child is playing soccer, because he's not, and we're not doing that. But because we were shopping for minivans this morning. You and I apparently like the new Kia minivan.
Danny just realized he was working with two soccer moms because you were mentioning how you have to go in to get your Kia maintenance. And I was like, oh, that's too crazy. I got to go also. I was like, by the way, have you seen the Kia minivan? Because my wife's cousin is driving one as a loaner, and she showed up to ballet class last night, and we were all just like, just surrounded this minivan, like, it kind of looks like an SUV. If it was in black, I think I'd rock this thing.
It looks exactly like an SUV, and then Danny was shaming us for being soccer moms, but...
Well, Danny did his due diligence and did the research, looked at it online, and had this to say.
It's a minivan, guys.
It looks just like a minivan.
Oh, well, just sitting here listening. I was not involved in this conversation, just so everyone knows. They were raving about this thing, and I'm like, what are they talking about? So I look it up, and... No, it's a minivan.
Years ago, Brad had one as like a rental or something like that. It was a Honda minivan, and I was like, I love this vehicle. But we have no business having a minivan at this point.
I thought of the ultimate marketing plan. They could call it the Kia. What is it? The Kia
Carnival.
MVP Carnival.
The Kia MVP Carnival. Not your soccer mom's minivan.
Yeah,
because it's cool.
Oh my gosh!
Is it going to be playing Creed when you pick it up?
Yes!
With doors wide open.
I regret saying that.
Danny, if you're lucky, we'll let you ride in it.
Oh, God.
Let's inform the Rockaholics.
But not shotgun.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daly Migs Download.
A.K.A. the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Kia Minivans. And Patrick Palace. Palace Law. Shout out to Palace Law for providing us the DMD. Today, I would say today's National Real ID Day, because today's the day that you need to have it if you plan on traveling. So if you're going to be getting to the airport and you didn't get yourself a real ID, there's a bunch of different documents you could bring to kind of prove who you are, of course. But they did recommend showing up 3 hours early. Although I got to imagine if you're traveling and you knew you were traveling, I'd hope that you went and got the real ID or the enhanced ID just to make sure you're good to go. But that's what's happening. But last night in Sacramento, your Seattle Mariners were down 3-2 in the ninth. And we're like, oh, here we go. They're about to screw up this first place dominance that they've had, and they're going to be tied for first with the Sacramento A's. But then Cal Raleigh gets to the bat. He's pinch hitting, so he didn't even play in the game. Bases are loaded. And he once again does something that makes us realize it was really smart for them to sign him for several years.
Raleigh into right field, base hit. Polanco on his way home. This ties the game. Julio sprints to the plate. He scores standing. Cal Raleigh, a pinch hit, go ahead. 2-run single has put the Mariners in front in the 9th inning.
They end up winning 5-3. And speaking of Julio, yesterday I think it was, they were like, hey, when's the bat going to come alive for Julio? It did last night, man. He went 3 for 4, had a solo home run as well, and the Mariners have improved to 17-6 since April 9th, which is the best record in Major League Baseball over that stretch. And more importantly, by beating the A's, they're now 2 games up in first place. Your Seattle Mariners still red hot.
Let's go, M's.
They play today at 12:30.
Awesome. Tutabella. You familiar? Have you been there?
I've heard of the place. I've never been there.
They've got like 7 locations in this area. My sister and her family, they go there all the time. They have just scored this massive deal with Kroger. They're going to be across 40 states in 1,200 Kroger stores, bringing all their Neapolitan-style pizzas to the Kroger family. The first order placed from Kroger, $1 million. So the company has had to increase their production down in Soto, and they're making over 10,000 fresh items daily. Pizza, gnocchi, pastas, salads, all that good stuff.
The Green Goddess salad at QFC, Tutabella. Best salad I've ever had. We buy it probably once a week.
It's called the Green Goddess?
I believe so.
No, I think we get that one.
It is so good.
And it is really good. It's almost as good as a Kia minivan.
What if you ate it in your Kia minivan?
Oh, let's go.
Might be too much.
You know, and I also am speaking of local places that I don't know if they're going national, but Molly Moon's, the ice cream place, I saw in stores that they now sell pints of it.
Awesome.
So I'm like, that's freaking pretty cool. It's always cool when you see like a Seattle local, I don't know, mom and pop. But, you know, at one point where a mom and pop type shop turned out to now go national, like Tutabella and
For sure.
Molly Moon's as well. Hey, speaking of local, Soundgarden, I heard they're from the 206.
Are they?
They're going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Kim Thayil, the guitarist of Soundgarden, just confirmed that the band still intends to complete and release that final record that they were working on before Chris Cornell left us. And they've had some legal battles with Chris's widow and some delays as well. But Kim did say that this is going to be a tribute and a gift to all the fans. So I don't know when it's going to be coming out, but that's exciting as a Soundgarden fan to be able to hear what they were working on before obviously everything was just shut down.
Absolutely. U.S. News and World Report put together a list of the best states to live in. Number 1, Utah. New Hampshire is number 2. Idaho is number 3. Washington, we did make the top 10.
Let's go.
Number 10. We are being praised for our natural beauty and economic opportunities, but we ranked a little bit lower in affordability. No shocker there. And access to those opportunities.
I mean, when you throw in the affordability, I don't know why we're even in the top 20.
No.
Oh, you got a text at 206-803-ROCK talking about minivans.
Yes.
Somebody said you need to check out the Trailblazer. That's a sweet soccer mom vehicle.
Oh.
Another person, don't worry, Taryn, you'll be one of those hot-ass soccer moms in your minivan. But, Steve, you'll still be a dork. LOL, love you guys. Okay, at least I'm staying on brand.
I just thought that we're getting some people hyping us up as new minivan people.
I can't afford a minivan.
I can't either. Someday, Steve, we're going to trade in our Sportages. We're going to upgrade to the Carnival. We're going to be minivan people.
So is that the pact now that we forever have to get the same vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, I'm all right with that. Hey, as far as weather, in a high of 61 degrees. Now, if you had a minivan, perfect minivan driving weather.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be sunny. The DMV is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, and that's what's up.
The Daily Migs Show.
Yesterday, our buddy Danny V went to an event that was totally sold out and apparently very popular, but Migs and I had never even heard of it. No. So what was this thing he attended? We're going to tell you at 6:20.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are designed to outlast and outlive, backed by Toyota's legendary reputation for reliability. So get in a Tundra with the available iForce Max Hybrid engine, delivering exceptional torque and towing capacity. Or check out a Tacoma. With available off-road features like crawl control, it can take you beyond the trails. Toyota trucks are built to last. So don't wait. Get yours today. Visit buyatoyota.com for deals and more. Toyota, let's go places.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids to a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This Bosch 2-in-1 impact driver rules.
Oh, yeah!
That couldn't have been.
Macho Man Randy Savage indeed, yeah. A.K.A. you're in a Bosch. I'm a macho manifestation of that feeling you get when you use that 2-in-1 impact driver.
Oh, yeah?
Nah, say it with your chest, brother. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah!
We'll work on that.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
Last night, our pal Danny V went to the Paramount to see Six, and it was sold out on opening night. Steve, you and I had never heard of this thing.
No, not until Danny mentioned it. I was like, I don't know what the hell I thought he was going to see the side character from Blossom.
So if you also don't know what Six is, this is the King 5 News report on the popular musical.
Listen up, let me tell you a story. Welcome to the show, to the history.
People have an idea of what the wives of Henry VIII are like. People have an idea of who Anne Boleyn was. Maybe they've heard of Jane Seymour, but they're coming to our show.
I'm not coming to that. Wow. So is this Hamilton, just a different topic of history?
No!
Okay. Wow.
And they're seeing everything in a completely new way. They're seeing it with really, really exciting music. And you're going to laugh, you're going to cry, you're going to feel everything. And you're just going to leave feeling so empowered and excited about what just happened on stage.
All right, Danny, did you laugh? Did you cry? Did you feel empowered?
All of the above.
Oh, really?
All of the above. And actually not me feeling empowered. I felt empowered for all the women in the audience.
Yeah, what's up, ladies?
Yeah. Oh, my God, guys. It was so good.
I decided to pull up a little YouTube clip and kind of watch the trailer. It did look really cool.
I have to admit, I watched a little bit of it. I was like, so it's historical content.
Yes.
But clearly done in a very contemporary way.
It's
almost futuristic, too, when you watch the videos. Like, it's kind of trippy.
It's a full-on pop concert that you're going to when you see this. They have a live band on stage. They play all the music, and then the girls just sing. And they tell their stories of the different wives. And it's built in a way where it's like almost like a competition and between the girls and the queens, and they tell the story of the history.
So they're all the ex-wives of Henry VIII?
Yes.
Nice.
And it's,
nice.
Oh, my God. The music's amazing. The show's amazing. Their voices, I was just like, and I didn't even know about this, too. To be fair, I had no idea about Six Musical. It's been around for a while, apparently.
Apparently, it was here a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but I didn't know about it. But my daughter, the musical connoisseur these days.
The trendsetter.
Yeah, she has been teaching me all about...
The tastemaker.
Because I've always liked musicals, right? Like, ever since I was a kid. But, like, I kind of not necessarily have been paying attention to all the newer ones that have come out. And since Lily's gotten into musicals from a couple of years ago, she's just been like, Dad, have you heard of Hamilton? Have you heard of Six? And she makes me listen to the songs in the car. So I knew the whole story just by listening to him. And I was like, man, this is kind of good. And then now I just want to go see him again.
Well, I checked with Lily to see what she thought of it, and she said this.
Well, it's dumb.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was so angry at me that she was not here in Seattle last night to go see it.
That would have been great timing because I know she's coming soon.
Yes.
I mean, talk about awesome time. Because what is it? How long is it here for? Like a week?
1 week. 1 week only at Paramount.
And it was sold out last night on a weeknight.
Yes, for opening night. And I have never seen that many people at Paramount. Like, the line went around Paramount, and people were so excited for it.
Is there anything that you've gotten into? Because that's cool. Like, I think that's awesome that, like, you found something that you could, like, enjoy that your kid enjoys. Yeah. I mean, I think about when I was a kid, I was trying so hard to get my dad to like the music I liked. One time he was like, okay, you could get to play what you want to play in the car. And I pulled out Metallica's Ride the Lightning. Mind you, my dad's like into like Neil Sedaka and like Frank Sinatra. Sure. And he would listen to Easy Listening in the car, CD 101.9. And I put in Metallica's Ride the Lightning. And he's like, these guys are talented, but take this crap off. But I wanted nothing more than to have like that bonding thing with my dad.
Well, and it's usually the opposite way. Like, you usually want your kids to be into something that you're into. Like, I wanted Lily to be in The Offspring, Simple Plan, Good Charlotte. And she never...
That's not going to happen.
Never was. But now it's funny to me that it was like ironic that it's like, no, she got me into something that I haven't really been into recently.
To the point where you went without her.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you, Taryn?
I mean, I wouldn't say that he necessarily got me into construction vehicles. Now I'm like a construction vehicle connoisseur. But I
heard you flash all the construction workers now on your way into work.
I know more about construction vehicles now than I ever have, and I kind of get excited. And like Barrett used to always correct me. I'd say, "Oh, cool, look at that backhoe," and he's like, "Mom, that's an excavator, you idiot." And now it's
No,
I
I'm
hear
talking
someone
about John's wife who was right next to it.
But now it's like I hear someone say, "Oh, look at that's a skid steer," and I'm like, "Well, actually, that's a compact track loader because you see, it has crawler tracks instead of wheels, so it's actually not a skid steer." So now I'm the dork.
It's cute when a 5-year-old corrects you. It's not cute when a 40-year-old corrects you.
What is it for you with Miss Tatum?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Hash. I now know who they are. I used to like it, but not like I wasn't. Like, it wasn't my favorite of all the cartoons. But, man, I'm enjoying watching it with her because it's not Paw Patrol.
Yeah,
you know
graduated
what I mean?
from that.
It's a little more fun for me as an adult, and I've been enjoying watching it and just seeing how excited she is about the show.
Well, let's take this to the Rockaholics. What did you learn to love from your kid? Or what did you get your parents into when you were young? 206-803-ROCK.
The Daily Migs Show.
We want to know, what did you learn to love from your kid? Or what is something your kid got you into? 206-803-ROCK. Or what did you get your parents into back in the day? Call now, 206-803-ROCK. We will take those calls after Smashing Pumpkins.
Well, it's dumb.
What did you learn to love from your kid? What is something your kid was responsible for getting you into? Or maybe you got your parents into something when you were little. 206-803-ROCK. Now, old man Kenny got his mom into something.
Whoa!
A little bit wild for somebody a little bit older.
I just saw it on the screen. I'm very excited to hear about this one.
We're going to chat with him in just a minute. But first, Juan from Maple Valley, what did you get your kid into, or what did you get your parents into?
No, my boy got me into bull riding.
Bull riding?
Yeah, he started bull riding when he was 10.
Did he, before doing the bull riding, did he do the thing with like where you ride sheeps?
Yeah.
Mutton busting.
At the fair.
Yes.
Mutton busting, yeah. And that just came from him. I'm a city boy.
So
he likes the country, he likes the animals, all that.
So Juan, like, did he get you into bull riding as a spectator, or have you actually been bull riding?
Oh, no, I'm not getting on top of one of those things. Hell no.
No, man. Juan, you're not crazy like that. I agree. I just love that he saw the mutton busting.
Yeah.
He's like, Dad, I want to do that. I remember the first time I saw that at the fair. I had no idea what that was. And I'm like, what is happening right now?
No, put a helmet on that kid. Get them some protection. It is very stressful. 206-803-ROCK. Old man Kenny, what did you get your mom into?
Good morning, guys. I actually have two stories, and these are gospel. In 1980, I was 20. My mom was 50. I played on my brother-in-law's baseball team. Had a couple buddies on the team, and my sister, mom, they go out. And after the game one night, mom's always let me smoke weed upstairs. You keep that stuff upstairs. Anyways, we're partying, drinking beer. She is sitting on my buddy's lap and hit a bong with us.
What?
Yep. Okay, now flash forward. Flash forward to 1985. We're taking care of my wife's mom, who was 78, in Algona. I'm 35 and just had a neck fusion, right?
Okay.
So she kind of comes down the hall checking on me a couple days. I'm still in my neck brace and all that. And at 78 years old, she knew we smoked down there. She smoked a bowl with me, dude. She smoked a bowl with me at 78. Her brother still, well, he didn't believe it till the day he passed, but I know he knows now.
Okay, Kenny, I have to go back to the first time where she was sitting on your buddy's lap. Did your buddy invite her to sit on his lap, or did she just like post up and said, "Give me a hit from that bong"?
Was having fun, I mean, hanging out with the Utes, bringing back her golden days or whatever. I mean, mom's was fun.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a great story. Hello, fellow kids. Can I smoke some of that marijuana with you?
I see you don't have a seat. May I borrow your lap? 206-803-ROCK. Brett from Tacoma, what did you learn to love from your kid, or what did you get your parents into when you were a kid?
Hello, good morning. So when I was a kid, I used to draw a lot, and I was into like more of the cartoons kind of scene. And I'm kind of the youngest. I'm only 27. But I watched Pokemon when I was a kid, and my mom, she wasn't really into these cartoons and stuff, so I kind of started watching these shows with her when I was a kid, and now as we got older, I started watching anime, which is Japanese cartoons, and now she watches like these types of genres from Japanese to Chinese dramas and to Korean dramas. So I pretty much put her into that position, and now my whole family kind of fell into that place.
So, Brett, do you guys do like the Pokemon?
My family.
Do you guys do the Pokemon Go thing too?
I was in the time when Pokemon Go was a big thing back in 2020, when everyone was like going to various different places and where people actually took like whatever team you were to heart. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Honestly, up until like recently, I didn't know anything about Pokemon and any of that crap. Like, I was just like, what the hell is that? But Tatum recently is now into Pikachu.
Oh, yeah.
And it starts drawing. And that's something I love, like, because she loves to draw. Now, it reminds me when I was a kid, I loved to draw as well. And so she's drawing Pikachu, and then she drew it. She's like, oh, that's the Pokemon. I didn't realize the Pokemon's like the circle thing.
Oh, that's like the little shell
That's
thing?
a Pokeball.
Oh,
that's what they live in.
That's my daughter's fault. She clearly doesn't know Pokemon. She's a poser, a Pokemon poser.
206-803-ROCK. Justin from Roy, what did you get your parent into?
Hey, good morning. So when I was young, my dad was in and out of jail a lot. He had a 5-year stint. He got out when I was 10. He was turning his life around. He was really into like Christian music and was trying to set himself straight, but I had asked him for the latest Disturbed album. 10,000 Fists had just come out.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, we can't listen to that. That's demonic and devil music. And I was like, Dad, you don't understand. You just got to try it. So he finally caved and got it for me and turned him around complete 180. Total metalhead now.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. And I'm sad to hear about the plot twist after he heard... He decided to get back into a life of crime. No, I'm kidding.
No. We have a great relationship. He turned it around, but yeah, total metalhead.
So did you guys
see my first Megadeth concert? It was fantastic.
Nice.
Did you guys happen to go to Disturbed then?
No, I have seen Disturbed, but we never got a chance to go together.
I was going to say, they were just here a couple days ago. That would have been awesome if you guys
School
got
nights
to
are
go.
tough.
Yes, I think we know that all too well.
We do.
The Daily Migs Show.
Is there anyone out there that would like to try to take down Steve Migs this morning? He has a record of 137 wins, 55 losses, and 35 ties in 2025, and he's very arrogant. 206-803-ROCK.
Wow.
We will play Beat Migs at 650.
When a cold has you down, it's the little comforts that lift you up. A warm blanket, a cup of tea, and a tissue that actually feels good on your skin. Infused with aloe, Kleenex Cooling Plus Aloe provides a hint of cooling freshness to help your skin feel restored. So, whether your skin is feeling dry, chafed, or irritated, you're only one wipe away from helping it feel relieved. So, the next time you have a cold, get a hint of instant cooling relief with new Kleenex Cooling Plus Aloe. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
If you're ready for a new job, let Express Employment Professionals help you. Express is already hiring for summer jobs in a variety of industries. Job seekers never pay a fee at Express. Go to expresspros.com to find your location. That's expresspros.com.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. You know what's sneaky? A bunch of big corporations buying up local companies you know and love, gutting them, and keeping the name. But you know who's not a sellout? Pinky's Plumbing. That's right. Pinky's Plumbing's values start with their work ethic, honesty, how they treat their employees, and how they care for their customers. Bigger isn't always better, and that's a fact. You should know you're working with a locally owned company that truly values where they live and work. Pinky's Plumbing. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
At Cardinal Heating and Air, we elevate your comfort with expert HVAC solutions in the greater Seattle area. Our decades of experience have fostered lasting relationships built on quality service. Whether you need AC repair, heating repair, routine maintenance, a new installation, or an emergency fix, you can trust Cardinal Heating and Air, now offering electrical services. Experience the exceptional service and peace of mind that Cardinal Heating and Air delivers today and for years to come.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several European cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation and make it even more memorable by offering comfortable and spacious cabins where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who is ready to beat Migs? I know Rob on 167 is. Rob, are you there?
Oh, you betcha.
Rob, are you driving fast or are you going slow? What's the traffic like on 167?
Oh, it's got to be slow.
Well, going north is not pretty. Going south is a lot better.
All right, well, Steve, get out of here.
That's always the worst when you see the other end. You're just like, oh, thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
For those playing at home, Rob has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
How many U.S. states does I-5 pass through?
5.
No.
4.
No.
3.
Yes.
3.
In what early 80s year did AC/DC release Back in Black?
82.
No.
81.
No.
83.
No. In the world of beer, what do IBUs measure?
Alcohol content.
No.
Pass.
What is Homer Simpson's middle initial?
J.
Yes. Which U.S. president owned a men's clothing store?
Richard Nixon.
No.
JFK.
No.
Theodore Roosevelt.
No. Prometheus is an inner satellite of which planet?
Venus.
No.
Saturn.
Yes. The snot otter is the official amphibian of what northeastern state?
Maine.
No.
Vermont.
No.
Wisconsin.
No. Rob, you got 3 correct. I like that sound effect. That was awesome. That's what I'm going to say when Steve walks in. You ready? Yeah. Steve?
Yes?
Are you ready? Yeah, Daddy, let's go. How many U.S. states does I-5 pass through?
3.
Yeah. In what early 80s year did AC/DC release Back in Black?
1980?
Yes. In the world of beer, what do IBUs measure?
Alcohol?
No.
Hops?
No.
Beer?
No. What is Homer Simpson's middle initial?
J.
Yes. Which U.S. president owned a men's clothing store?
I don't know. Obama?
No.
Trump?
No.
Clinton?
No. Prometheus is an inner satellite of what planet?
Although if Clinton had a blue dress store, that'd be pretty funny. Saturn?
Yes. The snot otter is the official amphibian of what northeastern state?
That has to be a minor league baseball team name. If it's not, somebody needs to make that happen. I don't know. New York?
No.
New Jersey?
No.
Pennsylvania.
Yes. Which golfer has won the most Masters tournaments?
It's Jack Nicklaus.
It is. Who did Mark David Chapman assassinate?
John Lennon.
Yes. Which river splits the town of Budapest into the districts of Buda and Pest?
The Buda River.
No. Steve, you got 7 correct, and that is a victory today, sir.
Yes.
7-3. Sorry, Rob. Drive safe out there, my friend.
Thank you.
Take care.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Let's see if Danny knows any of these. Danny, in the world of beer, what do IBUs measure?
Bitterness.
That's correct.
Is that what the B stands for in IBU?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Danny, do you know which president owned a men's clothing store? A haberdashery.
Oh, yeah, of course. George Washington.
It was Harry S. Truman.
Yeah, that.
And then the
What was
last
he selling there? Clothes?
Clothes, yeah. It's a haberdashery.
What the hell's that even?
It's a
mean?
men's clothing store. And then the river that splits the town of Budapest into Buda and Pest?
Oh, yeah, the Rio Grande.
The Danube, of course.
Excuse me?
Is that where you got your name?
Yeah.
Congratulations on your victory,
People think
Steve.
it's Daniel, but it's actually Danube.
Hey, we've got a new shirt for those Beat Migs contestants that beat you, or even if they lose to you, they can still buy the shirt. It's called the I Beat Migs shirt, and it looks very cool, and people can get one in the rock shop at KISW.com.
The Daily Migs Show.
We have a sweet new feature on the Odyssey app, and it makes it quite simple for you to leave us a voice message whenever you so choose. And we have been getting some fabulous messages on there, also some interesting ones.
We got a
Steve?
ridiculous one that's pretty much on brand for our show. I'm excited to talk about that one. But also, I don't know what's going on with this listener that led to them leaving this voice message.
I'm so sick and tired of getting abandoned downtown.
We're going to slide into our VMs after Def Leppard.
Something got you bent, and now you need to vent, or you did something bad and you need to repent? Well, slide into our VMs.
Yeah, baby, it's time to slide into our VMs. On the Daily Mix Show.
Go ahead and do it.
Dare
Leave
you.
us a voice message. You can head over to the Odyssey app, get it on your smartphone for free, and leave those voice messages.
We got a good one. Are you ready for it?
I am so ready.
Because I feel like this is one of those questions that will send us down a spiral of just stupidity. But it's right on brand for us. Okay, here we go.
All right, what's up, guys? I have a very important, pressing question for all of you. I need to know. So when you're putting your shoes in sock on, you go sock, sock, shoe, shoe, or sock, shoe, sock, shoe? Also, if you're right-handed, do you put on the left sock and shoe first or the right sock and shoe first?
I need to take a sip of coffee before I don't even know if my brain's ready for this kind of question.
I remember this morning, funny enough, putting on my left sock first, even
Yes.
though I am right-handed. So I think I go sock, sock, and then I go downstairs and I add the shoe, shoe.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's different. I know I'm the weirdo that doesn't wear my shoes in the house. So my shoes are nowhere near where I get dressed. They're in the garage. So I'm going sock, sock, shoe, shoe. But I'm like now trying to think, do I have a specific sock that I put on first? And I don't know if I do.
I think mine is always the left. But I don't know that it's intentional. I think that's just the way that I'm wired.
I know I put my left shoe on first because the way my shoe, I don't ever untie my laces, so I just kind of slide my feet in. And for some reason, it's so stupid. The laces on my right side are a little looser, so I have to put a little bit more effort to get my foot into that left shoe. So I do that one first.
Is that
so
because you have like one thick foot?
Yes. No, I think I just didn't tie the laces as tight. I don't think it's because I have a thick, girthy foot.
Do you have to keep them in the garage because you don't wash your feet when you shower, so
Yes.
your shoes stink?
Yes, 100%.
I knew it.
Yes,
I knew
yeah.
it.
No, because we're not savages. We don't wear our shoes in the house.
I like that, though. I keep most of my shoes right by the front door, but then I do have like a stash of like my nice shoes. My dress shoes are upstairs.
Our shoes are just everywhere in the garage right now because of Tatum. And so some of them are just like random little Crocs are on the steps. So I always have to make sure I look down because one time I almost tripped stepping on one of her shoes.
Oh my gosh, don't do that. You're too old for an ankle injury.
I don't think I'll ever recover. All right, Danny, you sock, shoe. Danny's one of those weirdos that wears his shoes in his house.
I do, but however, we do have a little like shoe area. So I'm the same. Socks first. Then I do the left sock first.
So you know for a fact that you have a certain one that you go first.
100. You know what? Honestly, because I can feel the pain of my right leg when I pick it up, and I'm like,
you're saying
man.
I'm the old guy, huh?
Yeah, and at that point, I'm like, yeah, I definitely do my left one first, and then shoes out after that.
But when I play hockey, I have to put my left skate on first. If I put my right skate on first, it gets in my head. I'm like, something bad might happen.
Is it a superstition?
Right. It's a stupid. It doesn't make me play better. I'm just red rotten no matter what. But I'm worried that I might hurt myself because I put the wrong skate on first.
Oh boy!
All right, here's a voice message that has someone has issues with his friends.
Oh no!
Are you ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
Through our Odyssey app.
I am so sick and tired of getting abandoned downtown. Why do my friends leave me every time we go downtown? I have to walk home. It's a 45-minute freaking walk.
Is this you?
Yeah. It's a little bit longer to walk to Stanwood, but you guys wouldn't even let me try.
So downtown, 45-minute walk. I wonder where they're walking to.
That's a long one.
Like Fremont?
Yeah, probably.
And I get tired, and I'm always drunk by then. And I can.
Okay, I was wondering what's going on. So alcohol is involved.
Yes.
Okay, that helps the context of this call.
And I can barely make it home. I have friends, pardon my French, but these guys suck because they always leave me downtown. I use the bathroom, and they're gone. I go get another drink, they're gone. I need new friends.
I agree. Your friends sound like real jerks. Like, how are they not doing a head count and making sure that you're accounted for?
Or maybe your friends aren't the jerks, and you're the jerk when you're drunk, and they just want to get away from you.
But if you're saying
no disrespect, of course, but maybe you need to rethink how much booze you're consuming.
But if he's going to say, "Hey guys, I'm going to hit the bathroom really quick, and then we'll roll out," and he goes to the bathroom and comes back, and they're gone, I'd be furious.
I had an old buddy who I used to live with that would get, when he was drunk, he was a totally different person. And there were times that people would just be like, "We're getting out of here because he's too much."
Did you ever feel like that was dangerous for him?
Well, no, because I was stuck with him.
Oh.
So, because we lived together, so I'd have to, bring him home. But there were times where, everyone ditched him, and then he'd come home, and he was just bloody. And I'm like, what happened?
Oh, no.
And I got into a fight with the cab driver. I'm like, how?
So are you assuming it's this guy's fault, then?
I think I say this is my old buddy.
Yeah.
I think, yes. No, I mean, I'm not saying it's his fault, but I kind of think it might be his fault. Like, if all of a sudden, if it's consistent that your friends are always ditching you when you're drunk, maybe you're a bad drunk.
Yeah. Pay attention to the patterns.
What do you think?
No. I agree. Don't be a bad drunk.
And the older I get, I don't know about you guys, the less tolerance I have for the drunk that wants to start fights with people, or the buddy that's always just turns into a different person when drunk. I'm like, we're too old for this crap, man. Just smoke weed. Stop drinking. I'm not telling you not to party, but find something else that doesn't make you an idiot.
Just party different.
Yes.
The Daly Migs Show.
A very well-known musical icon is doing a farewell tour. And that tour is going to be coming to Seattle this summer. And he ended up doing an interview on one of our local news shows where he admitted that, well, like most farewell tours, this might not actually be farewell.
And it's not Kiss.
Even though he admittedly said he's super old. So who is it? We're going to tell you at 7:20.
Oh, this Bosch miter saw really is smooth. Feeling smooth. Who said that? It's your inner Bosch, baby. I'm that scoobity-bebop smooth feeling you get when you make smooth cuts with that moobity-mibbity-mibbity-mubbity miter saw. So I'll just keep ski-bop sawing then? Now you're getting it. Beep-bop-beat-up-wow, miter saw is my favorite.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are designed to outlast and outlive, backed by Toyota's legendary reputation for reliability. So get in a Tundra with the available iForce Max hybrid engine, delivering exceptional torque and towing capacity. Or check out a Tacoma. With available off-road features like crawl control, it can take you beyond the trails. Toyota trucks are built to last. So don't wait. Get yours today. Visit buyatoyota.com for deals and more. Toyota, let's go places.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids to a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Barry Manilow was on Good Day Seattle this week, and he was talking about his upcoming show coming to Seattle July 12th, Climate Pledge Arena. And it's going to be his final performance in the city.
The farewell tour.
Yes, and he was on Fox 13's Good Day talking about it.
This is the final tour. How does it feel to hit the road one last time?
Well, don't count on that.
Okay, I instantly now I'm a fan of Barry Manilow. I'm like, whatever. But I love the fact that he's honest about it. He's like, I'm not sure if I'm really done, but I'm trying to sell some tickets.
I am saying goodbye to cities that I've always loved, but we could just keep going and going because there's so many cities that I've played over the years. So it doesn't feel sad to me, but the audiences are still there for me. I'm a very lucky guy.
Oh, that's so wonderful to hear. And yeah, you're absolutely right. I didn't want to say anything, but every time an icon like you does a goodbye anything, I'm like, but really?
Right. But yeah, I'm 100 years old. How long can I keep doing this, right?
Well, then name the tour that.
Yeah, I'm 100 years old.
I'm going to keep going till I croak tour.
Barry also talked a little bit about the history he has with the city of Seattle.
Well, I've got my cheat sheet here about Seattle. Do you know?
I saw how he's just become grandpa.
I love
he's
it.
Just like, I got this cheat sheet over here.
The first time that I played in Seattle was in 1975.
Wow.
50 years ago at the Paramount Theater.
No way.
Is that still there, the Paramount?
It is. I'm actually going there tonight for a different show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And we went to the Pike Street Market.
Okay, I love that how he didn't even care to ask what show it was.
I'm moving on.
He's just like, I'm going to this show. Like, some people will be like, well, what show is it? Not him.
Mm-hmm.
Barry's just like,
yeah. And we went to the Pike Street Market a couple of times. So I've got history with Seattle.
When he plays here in July, he will be 82 years old.
82. That's one of those guys where, I don't know, I'd love to be able to say I saw Barry Manilow before he's done. I'm not like a Barry Manilow fan.
That's going to be the big brag. Well, I saw Barry Manilow.
Yes, 1,000%. Oh, come on. You don't love Barry Manilow? I don't really love Barry Manilow.
What's your favorite Barry Manilow song, Steve?
I can only name 2 Barry Manilow songs. And I think my favorite would, of course, have to be this one.
Her name was Lola. Oh, she was the showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair.
Okay, I'm joking. I instantly play it. Danny, what happened?
She started dancing
Yes.
and moving in her seat.
And instantly picked up on the lyrics.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, now she's...
And do the cha-cha.
Why? Why, Steve? I think you'll like this one, Danny, because it's very emo. All right, it's a little...
Does Barry Manilow know you raid his wardrobe?
That's classic. Classic, Danny. So,
what movie's that from?
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, Breakfast Club.
Of
Okay,
course.
I never remember where these movie lines come from, but I knew it was a movie line. I didn't think Danny was looking at me thinking, oh, yeah, he wears Kraken T-shirts all the time.
Well, Steve, it sounds like you really want to see Barry Manilow.
Well, there's a couple of those, like Neil Diamond, Barry Manilow. It'd just be fun to be able to say, oh, I saw them live before they called it a day.
You know who I really want to see that's nowhere near calling it a day that I know of, but she is coming this summer?
If you say Billie Eilish, I'm going to leave the room.
No,
because she's like
Gaga.
in her 20s.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see Gaga.
Yeah.
And so that's my plan is to try to go and see her. It is on a work night. So I might be very tired the next day, but I want to go be a little monster.
Yeah, I'm not going to offer up for us to take the next day off because of Lady Gaga. Sorry.
Well, who is that artist for you that maybe surprises people when you say you actually did see them live, or a random artist that you absolutely have to see? Call now, 206-803-ROCK.
The Daily Migs Show. Daily Migs Show.
Is there an artist that surprises people when you say that you saw them live? Or who is that random artist that you absolutely have to see? 206-803-ROCK. We will take your calls after Foo Fighters. Who is that artist that absolutely surprises people when you say that you saw them live at one point? Or who is that random artist that you must see at some point in your life? 206-803-ROCK. Russ from Linwood, who is it for you?
I saw Frank Zappa in concert in 1987, I would say.
I am so jealous right now.
And I was mostly into country and western then. A friend of mine dragged me to see it, and it was awesome. It was like, I don't know. It was probably the first time I ever took hallucinogenics.
Okay, I was going to say, I feel like Frank Zappa, if you're not on hallucinogenics, you're going to feel like you're on hallucinogenics at a Frank Zappa show.
Oh yeah, he was playing, and everybody had their lighters up, and he's like, "Oh, lighters, man, cool." And he was. It was just a cool show.
He probably was on hallucinogenics as well. Frank Zappa he's a unique artist.
I do believe, though, I think Frank Zappa was like a sober person. I don't think he did any, I think he was kind of straight edge.
Was he sober because he did too much at one point?
Maybe that's it.
I mean, if he's making that music with no influence, that's impressive.
Very impressive.
I mean, it's just out there. Never my cup of tea, but like there's been a couple of songs where I'm like, okay, I can understand why people love this guy. He's just quirky, and he's definitely influenced a lot of artists that I do like.
And really talented musician.
Yeah.
206-803-ROCK. Andy from Tacoma, who is the artist that surprises people when you say that you saw them live, or the random artist that you really want to see?
Good morning. Back in the 80s when I was in college, I was on the Student Activities Council and got Dizzy Gillespie to come and play at our college, and got to hang out with him in the back room before he went on stage. Super nice guy. Couldn't understand a word he said. He's the gentleman that played the trumpet that had the horn.
The big cheeks. Yeah, he would have like the big cheeks.
Blew really out. Oh, he was hard to understand, but he was the nicest guy.
How was the performance, though?
Oh, it was awesome. He was a fantastic trumpet player. Played really well. He was very cordial, just happy to meet everybody. Great guy, happy to be there.
So was it just
Played
him?
So well.
Was it just him playing the trumpet, or did he have a backing band with him as well?
He had a few other people with him. He had a guitarist, a bassist, and a keyboardist, but no drummer.
Oh, interesting.
See, then I'm out.
They should have called you Steve Migs.
No, maybe one day. I'm trying. One day when I learn how to play jazz style, because I love like the old school jazz artists, and Dizzy, of course, was a legend.
Of course.
That's pretty cool that you got to see him live.
206-803-ROCK. Phil from Seattle. Who is that artist that surprises people when you say that you saw them live, or who's that random artist that you'd love to see?
I went and saw Tenacious D during their Pick of Destiny tour when they came to Seattle for 2 shows.
Was that at the Key Arena?
They don't tour at all.
Was that at the Key Arena?
No, this was Paramount.
Paramount.
It was like they played their very first album, I believe. They were just going through the motions of it.
Yep.
And it was an epic tour. It was an epic show.
What was like the highlight for you? What was like your favorite song on the night?
I can't. Oh man, you put me on the spot.
Way to go, Taryn. Wow, that's a jerk.
I just enjoyed the whole show. Like every song was great. I don't know of a bad song or one was better over the other, but it was just a great show.
I remember seeing them. They toured with Weezer and Jimmy Eat World, and Tenacious D was a part of that tour, and it was so awesome. We had Jack Black came in. I worked at the end at the time. What? Jack Black came in studio.
No way.
He called me the what is it? I think he either called me the fattest skinny guy he's ever met or the skinniest fat guy that he's ever met. Because at that point, like the gut was starting to come, but like everything else wasn't. And I thought that was funny. I'm pretty sure he fell asleep while he was doing the interview with us. But he said he just closed his eyes.
Was he delightful, though? Because I always feel like anytime you see any kind of behind-the-scenes videos, he just seems like he's like that all the time.
Couldn't be nicer in his own weird Jack Black way. And then afterwards, this is right when, I'll never forget this, because Microsoft just put out the Xbox. And we were doing stuff with them, and somehow it came up, and they're like, oh, man, we would love to have an Xbox. And then it got back to the management, and then all of a sudden, Jimmy Eat World also wanted an Xbox. So I got in cahoots with the Microsoft people, and they gave me a few Xboxes to go bring to their tour buses. Like I was like Santa Claus that day. One of the more surreal experiences, going into Tenacious D, giving them an Xbox, going to Jimmy Eat World's tour bus. Here's an Xbox for you. Weezer didn't want anything to do with anybody, but I thought that was pretty awesome.
You were an Xbox dealer for a day.
For one day, but Jack Black was pretty cool.
The Daily Migs Show.
By chance, were you listening to the men's room yesterday at 5:40? Because we gave out a cheat sheet with 3 of the correct answers to the upcoming Beat Migs game. And this man, 138 wins, 55 losses, and 35 ties in 2025. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Looking for a job is lonely. Endless searching, phone calls that go nowhere, applications that vanish into thin air. What if you could link with dozens of local companies who are hiring right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, endless opportunities, and no fees ever for job seekers. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
When a cold has you down, it's the little comforts that lift you up. A warm blanket, a cup of tea, and a tissue that actually feels good on your skin. Infused with aloe, Kleenex Cooling Plus Aloe provides a hint of cooling freshness to help your skin feel restored. So, whether your skin is feeling dry, chafed, or irritated, you're only one wipe away from helping it feel relieved. So, the next time you have a cold, get a hint of instant cooling relief with new Kleenex Cooling Plus Aloe. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. You know what's sneaky? A bunch of big corporations buying up local companies you know and love, gutting them, and keeping the name. But you know who's not a sellout? Pinky's Plumbing. That's right. Pinky's Plumbing's values start with their work ethic, honesty, how they treat their employees, and how they care for their customers. Bigger isn't always better, and that's a fact. You should know you're working with a locally owned company that truly values where they live and work. Pinky's Plumbing. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
You're young. You don't go to the doctor that often, yet health insurance is still so expensive. If your health insurance costs too much, maybe you should switch to an affordable alternative. Take charge of your health with Christian Healthcare Ministries. CHM offers programs starting under $100 per month. Check off the boxes of affordable, faith-based healthcare and get back to what you really love, running your business or caring for your kids, and have peace of mind while doing it. Visit chministries.org/value to enroll today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth. For a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines non-stop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser.
Ready to beat Migs. I know Brad from Port Orchard is. Brad, are you there?
Yeah.
And Brad, did you by chance listen to the cheat sheet during the men's room at 540 yesterday?
Well, I listen to the men's room, but I don't hear the cheat sheet.
That's fine. That's fine. I love that you listen, but you're also a man of integrity.
All right, Brad is ready to go. Steve, that means you got to get out of here.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, our contestant Brad will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
What is Winnie the Pooh's favorite food?
Honey.
Correct. How much does it cost to buy a railroad in Monopoly?
$250.
No.
$200.
Yes. What is the tallest building in Seattle?
A Columbia Tower?
It is. How many swimmers are on a medley relay team?
Pass.
Ivan Moody is...
Pass.
On what musical instrument would you find the una corda, sostenuto, and damper?
Excuse me? A trumpet?
No.
A piano?
Yes. What city were Harry and Lloyd traveling to in hopes to return the briefcase in Dumb and Dumber?
Pass.
Who would be given an APGAR test?
A what?
APGAR. Who would be given an APGAR test?
Pass.
Who moved to Tombstone in 1879, later becoming the Deputy U.S. Marshal of Arizona?
White Earp.
That's correct. And with that, Brad, you got 5 correct.
That was a tough one, Taryn.
God, I feel like the earlier one was kind of tough, too. Maybe it's the 850 is going to be the easy one.
Maybe. I don't think so. There comes the easy one.
In so many ways. Steve?
Yes.
Easy Steve.
Easy
Are you
Steve.
ready?
How'd you guys know my high school nickname?
Are you ready?
All right.
What is Winnie the Pooh's favorite food?
Honey.
Correct. How much does it cost to buy a railroad in Monopoly?
I don't know, 200?
It does. What is the tallest building in Seattle?
It's kitty corner from us, the Columbia Tower.
It is. How many swimmers are on a medley relay team?
5.
No.
6.
No.
9.
No. No. Ivan Moody is the front man of what band?
Five Finger Death Punch.
He is. On what musical instrument would you find the una corda, the sostenuto, and the damper?
Guitar?
No.
Piano?
Yes. What city were Harry and Lloyd traveling to in hopes to return the briefcase in Dumb and Dumber?
Tukwila.
No.
I have no idea. Los Angeles.
Nope.
New Orleans.
No. Who would be given an APGAR test?
Babies.
Yes. Who moved to Tombstone in 1879, later becoming the Deputy U.S. Marshal of Arizona?
Sheriff Joe?
No.
Is that Wyatt Earp?
It is. How many U.S. states have a two-sided flag?
How many U.S. states have a two?
No.
1.
Yes. Steve, with that, you got 8 correct, and that is a win.
Yes.
8-5. Sorry, Brad.
Yeah, that's 0-2.
0-2.
Oh, no.
Let's go for 3 next week.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
The number of swimmers on a medley relay team, Danny, do you know?
Nope.
It's 4.
4.
Back, breast, fly, free.
Oh.
Those are the 4. And then the city that Harry and Lloyd were traveling to was Aspen.
Aspen.
Yes.
Colorado?
Okay.
With the beer flows like wine.
So
Man, there's so many lines.
How many times have you watched that movie?
Oh, my God. Over 300.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
One of our coolest, sweetest new additions to the Rock Shop is the I Beat Migs shirt. And you don't have to go on there and register that you beat Migs. You can just buy it whether you did or not.
Yeah, we don't care if you lie to us.
Yeah,
Just give us your
totally
money.
fine. Head to KISW.com to get it.
The Daily Migs Show.
There was a poll concerning Mother's Day, and it found that 22% of us feel like we don't call our moms enough. So all this week, we're celebrating Mother's Day by calling our moms, and we've been asking questions posed by the Rockaholics. Migs, we're going to chat with your mom after Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, boy.
All this week, we are celebrating the moms, because it's Mother's Day coming up on Sunday, but we can't do it without the help of our listeners. So all week, we're going to be talking to our moms, but instead of us asking the questions, we want those questions to come from you. So you can text them to 206-803-ROCK. You can leave a voice message and ask it through the Odyssey app. And today, we're getting Mama Migs on the phone.
That's right. We're going to have my mom on. And just like last time and every time, trying to set it up with my mom is impossible. So we're just going to have to just give her a call and hope that she answers. Last time also, a lot of times it goes straight to voicemail or she won't answer. So now we have to leave a voice message.
And then she'll hear it.
She'll hear it.
Hello, we are not available now.
Okay.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hey, Mom. Not sure if you're there, but if you are, pick up the phone. Hello.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
We're doing good. How are you doing, Mama?
One day at a time. Getting there.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Nice to hear your voice today.
Thank you.
We wanted to play or read some of the messages or texts that we've gotten from some listeners and see what your answers are going to be. They have questions for you for Mother's Day.
Oh, okay. I'm here.
All right. So let's, which one should we go with? You know what? We'll go with the same one we went with your mom.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Are you ready, Mom?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
Be honest. Do you have a favorite child?
No, I love both my boys the same.
Oh, Greg's not listening right now. You could be honest.
Mom, if they were both calling you at the same time, though, whose call would you pick up first?
I'd probably pick up Steven.
That's what's up.
I think he liked that answer, Mom.
Let's go, Mom.
Yeah, because Steven is, he was far away and all. So, yeah, he was here already this morning. He was here already.
Oh, there he goes. He's already.
There's the favorite.
Yeah, I got it now. Hey, Mom. Okay, this was a text message that somebody texted in. What crazy thing did Steve want to be when he was growing up?
Oh, I'm on a radio show. That's what you always wanted.
Yeah, remember when I dressed up like a sportscaster?
Yes, right.
Would you wear a tie and everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
And a microphone.
That's right, everything.
You were manifesting back then, Steve, and look at you now.
Yeah.
All right, Mom, we got one now. This is another voice message that somebody left for us. Are you ready?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
I have a question for Migs' mom. How obsessed with wrestling was he when he was growing up?
He was very obsessed with it, all these crazy wrestlers and everything. I just didn't want him to get hurt. I was worried.
Do you remember when Greg and I would sometimes put on spandex and pretend to wrestle each other?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
We convinced Mom to buy us biker shorts. And Mom bought them. She went to like Macy's or one of those stores and got us like biker shorts. I don't know why we were able to dupe you into doing that. And then we would put them on when you weren't home, and we would both put them on and be wrestlers, and we'd beat each other up.
Yep. You loved wrestling and all.
I think Greg just loved beating me up. I don't even think he liked wrestling.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Outside of you and your brother, though, Steve and Mom, were there any other family members that were also into wrestling, or was it just your boys?
Just my boys.
It was just me.
Well, Gregory liked it, but not as much as you.
He grew out of it.
Right.
You're still growing into it.
Yeah, I think we're still waiting for me to grow out of it.
Right. Oh, my God.
All right, we have one that somebody called into the show yesterday. His name is Old Man Kenny, and he had a question for you. So we'll play this one and get your answer. Are you ready?
Yes, go ahead.
I think you guys should ask the hard hitters first. Mom, when were you most proud of me? And then second, what did I do where you were most disappointed in me?
Ooh.
Oh, I never was disappointed in him.
I knew that was the answer.
Always very proud. Everything he did with his whole heart, he did it 100%.
Why are you laughing? You should see your son right now, Mom. He's got his fist up, held high in the air. He's so proud of himself right now.
Yeah, he was. That he was. He would just go 100% on everything.
Did he have a lot of friends?
Yeah, always a lot of friends. Yes, he did.
How many of them were imaginary?
Oh, no. He had real ones.
Yeah. We love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you very much. We love you, too.
Thank you for being such an awesome mom.
Oh, and an awesome son. How about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, in order to have such a great son, you have to be a great mom.
Right,
Yes.
Okay, you little rascal.
The Daily Migs Show.
There's a great chat happening online where a Reddit user asked, what is something that instantly makes you lose respect for someone?
Asking my mom if I had imaginary friends might be up there.
There were some awesome replies, so we're going to go straight to the comments at 8:20.
Bosch's innovative power tools make you feel like a Bosch. Like when you pile drive screws and bolts with the 2-in-1 impact driver, you'll feel like
Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
Or when you powerfully blast through concrete with the Bulldog rotary hammer, you'll feel
Like I have the power.
And when you make buttery smooth cuts with the Glide Miter saw, you'll feel
Scoobity-bee-bop smooth, baby.
What he said. With expertly engineered power tools, the more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are designed to outlast and outlive, combining raw power with precision engineering, all backed by Toyota's legendary reputation for reliability. Climb inside a Tundra and experience the uncompromising strength. With its available iForce Max engine, the Tundra delivers exceptional power, torque, and towing capacity. Plus, the spacious and high-tech cabin keeps you connected on the run. Or check out a Tacoma. Agile, dependable, and unstoppable. The Tacoma's designed for those who go beyond the trails. Stay ahead of the pack with available off-road features like crawl control. Or break out your tunes with the available portable JBL speaker. Toyota trucks are built to last, year after year, mile after mile. So outlast every adventure and outlive the moment. Buy a Tundra or Tacoma today. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals. Or stop by your local Toyota dealer to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
There is another wonderful chat happening online brought to you by Reddit.
Yes.
This one, a user asked the question, what is something that instantly makes you lose respect in someone?
I love this.
You can imagine. The replies have been fantastic. So let's go straight to the comments.
And this time we figured we'd have, reading the comments, the most respected man in the world of professional wrestling, and that is the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah!
He's no longer with us, but he lives in our hearts forever.
And you summoned him for this?
Yes. Well, Robot Macho Man Randy Savage. If you're not familiar with wrestling, then you'll just think that this is an old-sounding dude that's very constipated. But you know what? Let's go with it. Are you ready for the first comment about people who are disrespectful?
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah! Mistreating waitstaff? That pisses me off.
I feel like that one was the number one suggested thing on the Reddit thread.
Huge for me. Huge.
I think everybody says it's a massive, which is funny. Everyone's like, that's a massive red flag if you see somebody being disrespectful to anybody that like is in a customer service situation, especially waiters and waitresses. But clearly there are people doing it. Mm-hmm. I don't get how you could be such a jerk to them.
Terrible.
Or you see people like waving at them like aggressively. I'm like, guy, pull it back a little bit. You know, you can tell they're busy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one.
Littering, especially when a trash can is in sight.
Yeah, one.
I mean, are we still littering in 2025? What is going on?
Yeah, I throw everything out the window.
Rude.
Napkins, plates.
Jeez.
What is something that makes you instantly lose respect for someone?
Well, pineapple on pizza.
Oh, God.
I would say
I feel so alone in this situation.
being unkind to animals.
Yeah.
Anybody that is not kind to animals can take
Suck it.
Yeah.
To quote another wrestler.
Saying that you are a fan of Creed or Nickelback.
Danny?
All right, Danny, was that you?
That was my number one.
I didn't know you were active on Reddit.
Yeah, of course.
What is it for you?
Creed!
Okay.
When someone talks the talk but can't walk the walk.
Oh, yeah. I hate when people can't walk the walk and talk the talk. What does that even mean?
Can you elaborate?
It's such a strange saying.
I don't have any closure on that one.
I lose respect for people who use weird sayings. I think the number one for me, up there, it's one of the, especially now that I'm a parent, and I experienced this last night, and I almost got into it with a woman. It drives me nuts when people, either their parent or a guardian or somebody who's like watching over a child, is a complete and utter a-hole to that kid nonstop.
Oh.
Like I get kids will drive you up a wall, understandable. But like this woman, every time it's a ballet class, every time she's just a jerk to her child. And I'm like, what is up with, so at one point, like she got up and was like about to like yell at her, and like a few of us all like turned our head and looked at her, and I think she realized, oh, I need to pump the brakes.
Well, and also, don't you realize you're the only one acting like that? Like maybe you're the weirdo here.
And don't get me wrong, the kid's not the best behaved, but I think the kid's not the best behaved because this person is a douche.
Yeah.
And they just want attention in any way, shape, or form, so they kind of act, and then like, they're not like being a jerk in the class. Like they're just a little bit more rambunctious than some of the other kids, but they're toddlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just drives me up a wall.
Let it
I'm like,
go.
I'm just like, you realize like this kid, like you're like the role model to this kid, and you're being a douche to him.
Mm-hmm.
People that are active on Reddit.
Yeah, I don't have any respect for people on Reddit.
When they take photos with their middle finger sticking out, no, it don't make you look tough.
We actually have like kind of a tradition on the KISW Bike MS team where we take some pictures with the birds out.
Do you really?
Every year.
Do you have the kids do it too?
Of course.
Okay.
49ers fam. Come on.
Yeah, I don't have any respect to that 49ers fans.
Here.
Yeah. Especially that one we met at our listener party.
Oh, the worst.
He was such a jerk. He was actually really nice.
He was
and I had fun
cool.
talking football with him.
Okay, but where's Creed?
Creed's not on here,
It
man.
should be.
Not here. Okay, we got one more. Ready?
Yeah.
If you wear yoga pants everywhere, bitch, put on some jeans.
That is a huge part of my outfit every week.
I feel like that's like a mom uniform.
It is. They got the cell phone pockets in the side. Yes. They're so great.
Even since like I gone from buying like jeans, like, you know, when she used to go shopping, now it's like I'm buying toddler clothes or yoga pants.
The number of black yoga pants that I have in my drawer, it's got to be more than 6.
We know we have to say to that.
Bitch, put on some jeans.
The Daily Migs Show.
There is a disgruntled football fan who is suing the NFL for $100 million. Why would they do such a thing? We're going to tell you what's trending after Beastie Boys. We know that lots of you are just getting up, getting your day moving, and you're trying to keep a tab open on pop culture, and we're going to help out. We're going to tell you what's trending.
Stranded on the Daily Migs Show. Stranded, let's go. Let's go.
A woman ended up in handcuffs, and it's all thanks to her meth-smoking pet raccoon.
Oh, those raccoons, they love their meth.
Happens all the time. You're going to hear the moment the cops approached her in just a couple minutes. But first, there's a Colorado football fan that is suing the NFL for $100 million. And the reason why? They're claiming emotional distress and trauma after Shedeur Sanders slid to the 5th round in the 2025 NFL draft, ended up with the Cleveland Browns pick number 144.
I'll be honest, when I first saw this story yesterday, I think it was yesterday evening, I was just like, he's suing the NFL? What the hell? I thought it was just Shedeur Sanders and his agent suing the NFL, because I've heard rumors of that. I was like, this is ridiculous. And then I saw it was a fan. I'm like, this is even more ridiculous.
An anonymous plaintiff alleging racial bias, collusion, and defamation by the league.
Huh. Well, I've been trying to sue the Seattle Mariners for 25 years of emotional duress because I keep thinking they're going to win the World Series, but nobody's taking the lawsuit.
Well, Steve, this is our year.
I agree. This is our year. Great win by the Mariners yesterday, man. Whoa. Cal Raleigh, my hero.
He's the best.
All right, let's talk about meth raccoon. I don't know if this is going to be like, you remember we had cocaine bear?
Yes.
Now we could have meth head the raccoon?
Yeah.
Well, this woman in Ohio, she got pulled over for an outstanding warrant. This happened on Monday. And while the cops were arresting her, she has a pet raccoon. She pulled, they saw the raccoon, and the raccoon had a meth pipe in its mouth. I'm not making this up. In fact, here's the body cam audio from the police officer when he realized that the raccoon had the meth pipe.
The reason I stopped you is you are suspended with a warrant for your arrest.
I am?
The raccoon has her meth pipe.
As what?
Oh, my God.
Her meth pipe.
First of all, I love that the cops, like, I know I'm supposed to be very serious right now, but I mean, there's a raccoon with a meth pipe in its mouth.
I mean, you can't even make that up. You know what I mean? This is bananas.
Like, this would be like a scene from like a Super Troopers movie, but you'd be like, that would never happen.
Not in real life.
He's playing with the meth pipe right now. Oh, there's no one. He's trying to smoke it.
All right.
So is the raccoon addicted to meth?
Well, take him away from that woman. Give him a better home. Let's get him into rehab.
Or I don't know, take the pipe away from the raccoon.
Raccoon rehab.
There's no way. All right. Enough fun and games.
Enough fun and games. It's time to arrest you. I think the raccoon's fine, though.
Yes, thank goodness.
Thankfully.
There is a new study that determined the kinkiest state in the entire United States of America is
Washington.
Nevada.
Okay.
That is 100% courtesy of Las Vegas. Sin City. They love a strip club. They love adult entertainment.
But do the locals?
Maybe that's why they live there. They're like, oh no, not me, but they're just adjacent to all the good times.
I know people who live in like the Nevada area, and like, yeah, we never go anywhere near the actual strip. Like that's just that unless we have friends visiting, we're not going anywhere near that.
Well, if you're curious, Washington did make the list along with Colorado, Oregon, and Texas. Washington, 6th place. We are the 6th kinkiest.
And I hear part of it's because we have a very strong OnlyFans representation.
Is that for real?
I mean, all the girls I subscribe to are from Washington.
The Daily Migs Show.
How would you like to beat Steve? He has a record of 139 wins, 55 losses, and 35 ties in 2025. 206-803-ROCK is the number to call if you would like to try and beat Migs at 850.
Looking for a job is lonely. Endless searching, phone calls that go nowhere.
applications that vanish into thin air? What if you could link with dozens of local companies who are hiring right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, endless opportunities, and no fees ever for job seekers. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years guaranteed on My Plan and My Home. That's future you peace of mind. And everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because at Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit Verizon today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. You know what's sneaky? A bunch of big corporations buying up local companies you know and love, gutting them, and keeping the name. But you know who's not a sellout? Pinky's Plumbing. That's right. Pinky's Plumbing's values start with their work ethic, honesty, how they treat their employees, and how they care for their customers. Bigger isn't always better, and that's a fact. You should know you're working with a locally owned company that truly values where they live and work. Pinky's Plumbing. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Many choices in life can be scary, but your healthcare shouldn't be one of them. Did you know that traditional insurance isn't your only option to take care of your medical costs? Christian Healthcare Ministries is created for you, believers who expect more from their healthcare. Embrace a faith-based alternative that puts you in control. Plus, experience flexibility to pick your provider of choice with programs less than $100 per month. Enroll today at chministries.org/solution.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart for a healthier you. Smile Generation trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With nonstop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation by offering comfortable and spacious cabins. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who is ready to beat Migs? I know Vincent from Lacey is. Vincent, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, good sir. And Steve, get out of here.
Bye-bye.
For those playing along at home, Vincent has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready, Vincent?
Let's go.
What was Elvis Presley's real first name?
Pass.
Emerald is the birthstone of which month?
June.
No.
May.
Yes. What is the name for the terracotta figurines that grow sprouts?
Pass.
What are the colors of Seattle's new professional women's hockey team?
Green, blue.
You got one, green. What's the other one?
White.
No. Pass it.
Pass.
Which actress is known as the Scream Queen?
Pass.
Which former Seahawks coach played football at University of the Pacific?
Pete Carroll.
That's right. Equinophobia is the fear of what?
Pass.
Ben Nevis is the highest mountain in which country in the UK? What TV character wrote the song Smelly Cat?
Phoebe.
Yes. With that, Vincent, you got 3 correct.
Oof.
I feel like today's questions were hard.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve did get 8 earlier, so, maybe not hard enough. Not too hard for Steve.
That's what she said.
Steve is back in the building. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What was Elvis Presley's real first name?
James?
No.
Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emerald is the birthstone of which month?
I said it in my chest. May.
Yes. What is the name for the terracotta figurines that grow sprouts?
Oh, pass.
What are the colors of Seattle's new professional women's hockey team?
Green and cream,
That's
baby.
right, baby. Which actress is known as the Scream Queen?
The Green Queen, Scream Queen. I don't know. Jennifer Aniston?
No.
What's her face? Courtney Cox?
No.
I can see her. Nev Campbell?
No. Which former Seahawks coach played football at the University of the Pacific?
Huh?
Which former Seahawks coach played football?
Pete Carroll.
Yes. Equinophobia is the fear of what?
The equinox.
No.
The trees.
No.
Birds.
No. Ben Nevis is the highest mountain in which country in the UK?
England?
No.
France?
No.
Britain?
No. What TV character wrote the song Smelly Cat?
Phoebe.
Yes.
Lisa
and with
Kudrow.
that, you got 5 correct, Steve. That was a victory.
Yes.
5-3. Sorry, Vincent.
All good. See you guys next time.
Yes,
Take
sir.
care.
I'm smart. You dumb.
I don't know if this is the right song for me to play after that performance.
What you think that you got? Give it up, 'cause you're so dumb.
That was a good jam, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's go through this. The name for the terracotta figurines that grow sprouts. Danny doesn't know either. The Chia Pet. The Scream Queen.
Come on, Steve. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking the movie Scream. Yeah, I can't remember who was in it, though. It didn't help.
You got Nev Campbell, right?
It was Nev Campbell.
Yeah, it was Nev
Okay.
Campbell, yeah.
Thank you.
Equinophobia. Do you know the fear of that? Nope, it's horses. And then Ben Nevis is the highest mountain in Scotland.
All right.
We gotta go through what actual countries are in the UK with you, Steve.
I think so.
Hey, if you do want to check out the latest and greatest in the rock shop at KISW.com, we have a Beat Migs shirt in there, the I Beat Migs shirt. And your buddy designed it.
Yeah, my buddy Chris. Shout out to Chris Dahl. Did a great job. Dogman inspired.
It looks very much like you and Dogman all at the same time.
My daughter loves it.
Does she really?
Yeah, she thinks it's the coolest thing ever.
Well, you can get your very own in the rock shop at KISW.com.
The Daily Migs Show.
206-803-ROCK. This might be a very random question, but we would love to know if you have ever hitchhiked. 206-803-ROCK. At least one member of our show has, and we will take your calls after Trapped. There is a new poll that is kind of indicating that hitchhiking might be a thing of the past. 73% of Americans say they would not hitchhike today, and only 11% say they have ever hitchhiked at all.
It's crazy to think there was a time where that was the thing to do. I've hitchhiked before.
I have also hitchhiked.
You
before.
have?
I have.
Oh, wow.
Just from...
You're a country girl. I feel like that happens a lot more than our city folks.
How long ago did you do it, though?
This was in high school. I'll never forget my buddy Chris Gavigan and I. He used to have a little summer home in Breezy Point, which was just by the beach. So we were trying to get to point A to point B, but sometimes you have to walk forever and ever. And
Sure.
So Chris was like, let's hitchhike. I was like, I've never done that before. He's like, I do it all the time. It's not a big deal. So we put the thumbs out and all that. Some dude picked us up. Not older, but older to us. Probably a guy in his 20s. Nice guy, but I was paranoid. I didn't even smoke pot at that time. I'm in the back seat going, what are we doing? Like, we're hitchhiking. I don't know this person. Like, is this? And so now I'm thinking, is there something I could use as a weapon in case I need to knock this guy out? So this is how my brain worked. This is how long ago this was. It was back in the days of yellow pages and white pages. There was a yellow pages in the back. And so I had it ready. And I was like paging through it, like acting like as if I was interested in what was in the yellow pages. But I was basically holding it. I was like, if all else fails, I'm clubbing the guy in the back of the head with this.
That's very smart thinking.
Yeah, but he ended up just taking us where we needed to go. It was completely fine. He was a super nice guy. Yeah.
Well, we want to know if you have ever hitchhiked. 206-803-ROCK. Steve, we have someone on hold who hitchhiked, and the person that picked them up used to work at KISW.
Okay, no, it wasn't me.
But let's talk to Nate, who's on his way to Portland. Nate, have you hitchhiked?
Good morning.
What's up, Nate?
How you doing, Steve?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Hey, my hitchhiking stories was just like yours in high school. I grew up on the south end of Whidbey Island, and back then, 20-some-odd plus years ago, they didn't have public transportation, or at least what they have now. So, me being a late nighter, I missed the school bus quite a bit and had to do the old summon down the road quite often, actually.
And it worked.
It did work. I don't know if it's the same scenario over there now as far as the people there, but yeah, I got myself to school, or at least into a public transportation stop, and I might have been late, but I made it. And then as I grew older, I hitchhiked a few times to some festivals and some drum circles across the mountains.
That's amazing, dude.
I love it. 206-803-ROCK. Bob from Tacoma. Have you ever hitchhiked?
Yes, I have. Back in the early 70s, I used to hitchhike quite a bit. And one late evening, I got picked up by a guy that we started talking, and he said, well, I'm a DJ at KISW. You want to come down to the station?
What?
I'm like, hell yeah. And it was Paul Chambers, and I went down to the station when it was on Harbor Island, and I met Steve Slayton, I met Gary Crow, all those guys, and I actually became friends with those, and Steve Slayton and I worked on a commercial together for Lighthouse Diving Company.
Okay, that's so random and awesome. Imagine though if like Ryan Castle showed up, he's like, hey, this is John. I picked him up, he was hitchhiking, we'd all be like, what are you doing? Oh my God. It just shows how times are a lot different from the 80s to the 2020s.
1,000%.
Yeah.
206-803-ROCK. Daniel, tell us your hitchhiking story.
Hola!
What's up, Daniel?
So, I'm doing fine, Steve. So, my buddy and I, we were in downtown Olympia, and he had something to do up in Shelton the next day. So, we had a ride scheduled for us and everything, but that ended up falling through. So, we needed to hoof it to Shelton. So we were walking along the highway. We got to the exit in Shelton. My buddy started complaining, saying we're just never going to get there. I turned to him and said, watch me. I'm going to get us a ride. So I stick my thumb out, and about 5 minutes later, a nice guy in a red Toyota shows up, and he takes us there. So, and then, yeah.
Would you
From
pick up
there,
somebody
I
that was
basically-
hitchhiking?
I mean, I've considered it before, but no. But I do love that so far all of these are very positive hitchhiking stories.
Yeah, I'd be worried that I'd have the one negative hitchhiking story, though.
Ashley from Enumclaw, have you ever hitchhiked?
I have. I was with 3 friends and up in Bellingham in the back roads. We were doing some off-roading that we weren't supposed to in a beat-up Jeep, and went through a huge puddle and flooded the engine.
Oh.
And I was 14. I had they were all 16. And so we didn't have cell phones, had to get home curfew. So we started putting our thumb out, and this really old guy, 70s, big beard, long hair, beat up truck picked us up. And we had, a couple in the back and a couple in his cab. And he's like, if you see anything pop up on the dash, don't worry. There's just some mice in there.
Did you ever see any mice?
I didn't, but I kept my eyes on that dashboard like, oh, my God, I got to get out of here.
Like, we need a hitchhiker away from this hitchhiker guy.
I'd be afraid one would run up my pant leg or something like
Were
that.
they his pets, or did he just know he had a mouse problem?
206-803-ROCK. Tim from Bremerton, do you have a hitchhiking story to share?
I do. So, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So check this out. So we're we were going to a Tom Petty concert. We were going from Reno to Sacramento. And back in the 80s, man, if you went over that mountain pass and you broke down, man, it was like you're lucky if you're going to get out of there. Well, there was 5 guys, all right? Now, nobody's going to pick up 5 guys. So we started out, we said, we got to get ingenious about this. So we started out with the little dude. He would put his thumb out a little bit. Then the next guy, and he put his thumb up a little bit higher. Then the next guy to the last guy. And then the last guy was waving. And finally, some guy pulled over. He says, man, I couldn't pass that up. Where you guys going? We went to the Tom Petty concert down Sac. He goes, I'll take you all the way there. He did.
Oh, my God.
Tim, I'll be honest with you. I'm always a little sketchy about picking up a hit, but if I saw that where like everyone had their thumbs on top of each other, I'd be like, yeah, I got to pick these guys up, right?
They look like good dudes.
Yeah, they're like guys I probably want to go party with.
The Daily Migs Show. Daily Migs Show.
We know you're a massive music fan, but do you think you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the hook? Prove that to us, and we'll style you down with tickets for Cypress Hill and Suicidal Tendencies at Marymore Park on August 31st. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are designed to outlast and outlive, combining raw power with precision engineering, all backed by Toyota's legendary reputation for reliability. Climb inside a Tundra and experience the uncompromising strength. With its available iForce Max engine, the Tundra delivers exceptional power, torque, and towing capacity. Plus, the spacious and high-tech cabin keeps you connected on the run. Or check out a Tacoma. Agile, dependable, and unstoppable. The Tacoma's designed for those who go beyond the trails. Stay ahead of the pack with available off-road features like crawl control. Or break out your tunes with the available portable JBL speaker. Toyota trucks are built to last, year after year, mile after mile. So outlast every adventure and outlive the moment. Buy a Tundra or Tacoma today. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals. Or stop by your local Toyota dealer to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids to a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Man, that was easy.
Bulldog Rotary Hammer!
Hello?
It is I, He-Man, your inner Bosch.
Inner...
Bosch!
I'm sorry, what?
That powerful feeling you get when you can powerfully blast through concrete. Say it with me.
What, like right now?
Yes! We have the power!
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a... It's time for Hook or Shook. The game with absolutely no integrity. We'll play 1 second of a hook from a song, then you have to guess what it is. We'll bend the rules, pull out all the stops, and do anything to help you win. But you might just get shook, as one of us will play too and possibly cost you the game.
This week, we are playing for tickets to Cypress Hill and Suicidal Tendencies at Marymore Park on August 31st. And our contestant is Amanda from Black Diamond. What's going on, Amanda?
Hey, I had so much fun with you guys on Sunrise de Mayo.
Yes, that was so great.
It was awesome hanging with you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming out, and let's see if we can win you these tickets. Steve, you want to spin that wheel?
Let's go.
See who you're playing with?
Taryn.
Yeah.
She wants Taryn. I kind of hope it lands on me just to disappoint you. Who is it going to land on? Your prayers have been answered. It's you and T-Dog.
Ask and you shall receive, Amanda. All right, here is your clip.
In my hands again. That is Hemorrhage in My Hands by Fuel.
She even got the parentheses part in there?
Yes. And man, I'd rather you sing it than Brent Scallions.
In my hands,
That's my girl right there. Man, if I don't do my part and win her these tickets, I'm going to be very disappointed because Amanda is a whole vibe.
Yes.
All right,
I've
Danny.
been trying all week.
All right, Danny.
Are you guys more about suicidal tendencies or Cypress Hill?
Cypress Hill.
Nice.
All right. Okay, Danny, hit me with it.
Oh, yes.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
I know
totally,
for sure.
I would have totally helped you win if it landed on me.
Much like suffocating. Is it, hold on. Does the band name start with a
Do it again.
CH?
Yes.
Okay. I have to think of the...
Chevelle?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's Chevelle.
Don't say it, Amanda.
And Amanda, help me with the song.
You can give hints. You can't give answers, but she already knew it. So, and also we have no integrity, and we want you to win these tickets. Can I just say?
Is it that actual? Is it the words that I'm hearing? Send the pain below.
It's a color, right?
That's what I was thinking
No.
at first, Amanda. I was thinking it was the red, but then I realized that's a different
The
song.
Red is a freaking awesome song, but it's Send the Pain Below.
Yes. Okay, sorry.
You're going, Amanda. You're taking the boyfriend.
Yay, thank you.
Can you sing us a Cypress Hill song? You don't have to.
Hello, my name's Amanda. I'm Dr. Green Thumb.
Oh, awesome. I like it. You went with a deep cut. That's great.
She's ready. She is ready.
Her and her boyfriend are going to have a blast.
Yes.
The Daily Migs Show. The Daily Migs Show.
Have we talked about something this morning that you would like to talk about? Call in now. 206-803-ROCK. We will check in with the Rockaholics after Fuel. We have received some great texts and calls throughout the morning that we were not able to chat with you about just yet. But right now we are checking in with the Rockaholics, and it's brought to you by Justin Hayward at the Pantages Theater on May 13th. Call now if you'd like to chime in on anything from the show today, or if you have something on your mind that you would like to discuss. 206-803-ROCK. Earlier, we got into a wild conversation about hitchhiking.
Yes.
And the stories were pretty much all positive.
And hilarious.
That said, we have someone on hold that once hitchhiked and had a gun pulled on them, Steve. We're going to talk with him and get his story in just a second. But first, Trucker Brad from Lacey, tell us your hitchhiking story.
Yeah, morning, guys.
Morning.
Yeah, so mid-70s, this kind of falls into two categories, hitchhiking plus things that would probably never happen today.
Okay.
So me and my buddy were like 12, 13 years old, hitchhiking back home from a day of swimming. And this guy picks us up, and we get in the back seat of this car, and there's a half case of beer sitting there. And he just turns around and he goes, oh, yeah, and if you guys want to help yourself, go ahead and have a beer while we're driving home. It's like, okay.
This sounds like the premise to like a 1980s like coming-of-age comedy.
It kind of does. It was crazy.
So did you guys
Never happened today.
did you drink the beer?
Well, hell yeah.
Had you ever had beer before, or was that your first?
Oh, no, not my first, but maybe my third or fourth.
But there was no other weirdness to it. Like he got you to where you guys needed to go.
Yeah, he was just cool. It was the 70s vibe thing. Everybody's happy back then, and it was pretty safe to hitchhike. There weren't any real bad things going on.
Yeah, different
Oh,
times.
lost you. That's crazy, though.
206-803-ROCK. Scott, you're driving in your big-ass truck, and you want to tell a hitchhiking story that is not as positive as the ones that we've heard.
No, it wasn't positive at all. It was quite traumatic and terrifying all at once.
Well, tell us about it.
Back in the 80s, I had long hair, and I hitchhiked all over the place. I went up to Lake Stevens to visit cousins, and hitchhiking was so much faster than taking the bus anywhere.
Yeah.
I was 14, 15, something like that, and I was at Pacific Highway and the freeway that runs down to South Center, right there at the State Patrol office where the on-ramp is there. Can't think of the name of the highway there.
Okay.
Anyway, I'd been sitting there for a long time, and it had been raining, and I was wet, and finally someone stops and picks me up, and it was this old blue truck, and had a canopy on it. But you know what? I need a ride somewhere. I need to get back home towards Seattle. So I get in and I'm chit chatting with the guy, and all of a sudden he pulls out a gun from his left side and shows it to me and says, "Tie this around your eyes." And he handed me this blindfold, and I'm speechless. I didn't know what to say. But I did it. And then he said, give me your hand. And so I handed him my left hand, and he started taping it with duct tape. And at this point, I knew things were going to go very badly for me if this continued.
Right.
And so I reached over and I grabbed the steering wheel and I started twisting it back and forth all over the place as fast as I could. And the guy stopped on the freeway. It turns out we were on I-5 southbound, and I jumped out of the truck and I ran to the median and went down the hill and crossed I-5 northbound and down the hill into the area where McDonald's is, and I ran to the mall, and I've been shaking ever since. It was absolutely nuts.
I bet that was like the fastest you've ever run, too.
Well, you know, when you're running downhill, those hills are those are steep. Yeah, but yeah, you know, I mean, it was crazy. It was absolutely nuts.
And so, you never ran into that guy? Like he didn't he wasn't able to find you or anything like that? Were you able to let the authorities know? Like what happened after that?
Well, yes, I did try and. This was back in the early times of the Green River Killer.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I did contact the police, but they, you know, they didn't pay much attention to it because there wasn't anything. I couldn't give them a description other than an old blue truck with a canopy and, you know, an old guy and that sort of thing.
Damn.
So nothing really came of it.
Well, you're lucky to be alive and tell your tale, Scott. And good thinking grabbing the steering wheel like that.
Yeah, you wonder, like, how would you handle something like that? And thankfully, he thought quick enough to do something along those lines just to get out of the car.
Yeah, that is bananas.
Wow.
206-803-ROCK. Jackie, you're driving to Lake Stevens. Hopefully your hitchhiking story isn't quite as traumatic as Scott's.
I'm shaking.
No, it was pretty fun, actually. I decided to I had met some people on a bus that lived in New York, and I was at Lake Ray Hubbard in Dallas, and I decided to hitchhike to New York, and I made it in 3 rides in 3 days. They called and got me another ride before I even got out.
So you started in Washington and hitchhiked all the way to New York?
No, I started in Texas.
Texas, sorry. Okay.
Texas. And, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Partied in Tennessee. It was a good time. Stayed up in Peekskill for 2 weeks.
Like about how long were you in a car with each car? Like what you say, like how many hours were you stuck in a car with? Like
I don't know. It took 3 days.
Yeah.
And before I got out at the first ride, he would make sure I had a ride that was going, and then the last ride was a truck driver, and he was going to Bear Mountain or Bear Claw Mountain, and then they came down and picked me up from Peekskill, and it was a lot of fun.
Jackie, you sound like a lot of fun. I'd pick you up any day.
Well, I'm 68 now. My hitchhiking days are over.
206-803-ROCK. We're checking in with the Rockaholics.
I mean, she should write a book.
Yeah. She should write a book.
About that experience.
How to hitchhike and have fun while doing it.
The Daly Migs Show.
What happened that would lead a rock and roll icon to saying something really gnarly to a fan? We're going to find out at 9:50. Roger Daltrey of The Who was doing a solo acoustic show recently and ended up totally cursing out a fan that was there.
I'm sure it was a fan and not Zach Starkey, their drummer, that they fired and then rehired.
The fan was apparently yelling for him to play Pinball Wizard, and then Mr. Daltrey got a little bit sick of that.
Pinball Wizard!
What?
Pinball Wizard! No! It's not good as Pinball Wizard!
I don't blame him. She sounded wasted. Did you hear her in the beginning?
Yes.
Pinball Wizard!
The
crowd's happy.
I'm the world's worst pinball player you've ever seen in your life.
Just do it!
I want to do it. Because I just don't want to do it. I was singing.
We want you
Open your ears and listen to this.
Okay. I mean, she was annoying, and I'm glad that he told her to shut the F up. But also, I love that she didn't back down. Like, she was like, no, you better play Pinball Wizard for me.
Even when it sounded like the crowd was clearly like on his side. Like, like, please stop talking, lady.
Sure plays a mean pinball.
Not trying to brag, but I did see Roger Daltrey do this song one time. Actually, 2 times.
Have you ever been cursed out by a celebrity?
Oh, not that I can remember. Have you?
Yeah, Billy Joel.
Oh.
When I was a little kid.
F off, kid.
F off, kid.
The Daily Migs Show.
If you want a free donut today, you're in luck.
Yes.
We're going to tell you where to get it, and you can thank the new Real IDs for your donut. Find out why during the Daily Migs download after Pearl Jam.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
A.K.A. the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
Ryan Castle is with us this fine hump day.
Yeah,
How art thou?
I'm not humping.
We can fix that.
Could be better.
Would you like to go hitchhiking with me later?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. The DMD is brought to you by Palace Lawn. Big shout out to Big Dumper. Pinched.
Really?
What pinched hit? I know it's not a very good way to lead into his story when you call him Big Dumper. But anyways, Cal Raleigh, big 2-run single in the 9th inning, helping the Mariners win 5-3. Comeback win in the 9th. Julio Rodriguez looked good yesterday. That was nice to see. Went 3 for 4 with a solo home run. And Seattle is the hottest team in baseball. 17-6 since April 9th. First place in the AL West. So hopefully the winning ways continue this afternoon as they play the A's once again at 12:30.
Big
Let's
Dumper.
go Mariners.
Big Dumper.
Big Dumper pinching.
Happy Real ID deadline day, everyone. Krispy Kreme is celebrating, trying to, alleviate a little stress for people that might be a little worried about the Real ID deadline. They're giving you a free original glazed donut today. All you got to do is walk in and claim your donut.
Haven't we known about this deadline for like 4 years?
Yeah.
And I hear it's like a bum rush to get this done, and people are panicking, freaking out. Like, we've literally known about this for years.
Well, and also, I mean, like, the last 5-6 months, I feel like it's been like the top story on all the local news outlets all the time.
And everyone has probably gotten their driver's license renewed at some point in the last 4 years when you knew this was happening.
So wait, really quickly, are y'all telling me you've never procrastinated ever in your life?
No, I am a do it right now kind of guy.
I'll let you know later. Sorry. Hey, the Seahawks are exploring the use of using virtual reality. I'm happy that they're going to try and go down this road because this is apparently what helped Jaden Daniels, the rookie quarterback for the Washington Commanders, and he said that had a lot to do with why he was able to adapt so well to the pro style and the speed and all that. Rookie Jalen Milroe is going to start using it, according to some of the people that are in the know with the Seattle Seahawks, and hopefully other players do as well. It seems like might as well use technology to your advantage.
Absolutely. Sure. Soundgarden celebrating their induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and recently Kim Thayil confirmed that the band does plan to release some of those final recordings, putting together a final album featuring the late, great Chris Cornell. Obviously, they had to get through some of those legal battles with Chris Cornell's widow, but it's looking like it's happening, and hopefully sooner rather than later, because I know the fans have been pretty, rabid for that.
I'd love to hear
that last sound.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty awesome to hear that. Yeah. Hey, as far as weather, in the high is 61 degrees. Going to be cloudy today. The DMD is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, and that's what's up.
Our friend Ryan Castle is up next with your morning 12-pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. You know what's sneaky? A bunch of big corporations buying up local companies you know and love, gutting them, and keeping the name. But you know who's not a sellout? Pinky's Plumbing. That's right. Pinky's Plumbing's values start with their work ethic, honesty, how they treat their employees, and how they care for their customers. Bigger isn't always better, and that's a fact. You should know you're working with a locally owned company that truly values where they live and work. Pinky's Plumbing. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
When a cold has you down, it's the little comforts that lift you up. A warm blanket, a cup of tea, and a tissue that actually feels good on your skin. Infused with aloe, Kleenex Cooling Plus Aloe provides a hint of cooling freshness to help your skin feel restored. So, whether your skin is feeling dry, chafed, or irritated, you're only one wipe away from helping it feel relieved. So, the next time you have a cold, get a hint of instant cooling relief with new Kleenex Cooling Plus Aloe. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
Looking for a job is lonely. Endless searching, phone calls that go nowhere, applications that vanish into thin air. What if you could link with dozens of local companies who are hiring right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, endless opportunities, and no fees ever for job seekers. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Ready for non-stop fun and huge rewards? Head over to the beautiful Grand Casino Shoreline. Experience thrilling Vegas-style table games. You could win up to $1,000 in free play every hour, every day from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Enjoy half-off daily happy hours from 3 to 7 p.m. and 10 to midnight. Prime Rib Fridays for just $24.99, plus live music Friday and Saturday night. Grand Casino, a smoke-free environment. Just off Aurora, open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Details at grandcasinogaming.com.